Okay, we are at day 18. I finally did get most of them uploaded. The one that I shot on the GoPro, uh, it is not uploaded yet. There is something about this computer and uploading files. I'm starting to think I have something on it, but I have like all kinds of virus protections and stuff. So I'm wondering if Kaspersky has failed me. I know everyone said get rid of Kaspersky because it's a Russian company. But the one that really made me suspicious was yesterday. I had a pop up from like a sugar daddy site. I'm like, I ain't been to no sugar daddy sites. Yeah, but I did look at the video. I was disappointed. I had something on my face here, had a little bug here and everything. I was like, oh shit. But you know what? Point is to make a video every day. Uh, so the purpose of today's video is I'm going to be reviewing the Wainlux L6. So it's really long, so you're going to see a bunch of compressions in it and everything. I'm actually going to do a little bit of editing. So I'm going to do that editing, and hopefully you'll be able to, kind of get a better view on things. It's actually really good laser. I'll say it at the end, but I'll just say it now. It was easy to put together. It was interestingly powerful. I don't know about this. It's supposed to be a 10 watt. I burned a piece of metal. I don't know if you'll see in the video. I don't know if it was stainless steel or if it was what's his face. I can't swear to it if it was stainless steel or aluminum, but it burned it dark and deep. And what was interesting is I burned a slate coaster. But the slate coaster, it burned. I mean, like bubbled up burned. And I have not done that yet with my other lasers, which makes it interesting as hell. It's almost like, is this thing like really 10 watts? Have they done something different to it? And what was so interesting, like the metal, when I pulled it up, it was like hot. I've burned plenty of metal or engraved plenty of metal before. It's never been hot. This was hot. So they got something going on there. So that laser is nice. I can't believe how easy it was to put together. I'm trying to think of any other laser that was that dang easy. Everything was like intuitive because like the length of the cord was just right. So you knew when you finished doing everything where every plug went. You didn't even have to like think this plug goes here, this plug. It was like, oh, this plug goes here. Oh, this plug goes here. This plug goes here. I like that. It was quiet as hell. So I know I was just out reviewing this and they asked me to review it. But I can't lie. It was a damn good laser. I wish I with my L3 L3 that I had a more chance to mess with it. Big takeaways up front that I want to tell you is in the instruction manual, which even though as easy as it was to put together, easy, it was like probably Chinese converted into English, whatever. Don't mind. But there are things in there like it goes into like updating the firmware. Well, it said you need to update the firmware so you can use laser Gerbil and light burn. That is not true. We use laser Gerbil and light burn out the box. That little it's cheap laser software comes with a lot of lasers now. That's like this is included, but not laser Gerbil. That does not work, and neither does the app on your iPhone, or I'm sure you have one on Android. So the software has been or the firmware has been updated. So do not update the firmware at this time. Hopefully they'll get some kind of users group together to prevent what happened to guys, because a lot of guys brick their L3s, and I just haven't had the fortitude to go in and try to unbrick it, and I sent it to a friend and they couldn't. I don't know. It may have been unbricked. I just didn't know what I was doing with light burn. So that's what I got right now. I'm gonna put the rest of this together. I'm serious. The price they have for this sucker right now is ridiculous. It's like $600. There's a 20% off coupon. By the time it's all said and done, I think with taxes out the door, I paid $400 for it. With taxes out the door, because they have a coupon. So clip that coupon on Amazon. Go to Amazon, look it up, Wainlux L3. Clip the coupon, $400 out the door, and the laser spot, man. I actually tested it on one thing that I've been burning. It's some dog, like a dog tag thing. I saw it on Amazon, and I had my VA recreate it, and I was actually going to burn them on like dog tags and give out to clients. Now I burned it onto that metal object. It was actually a scraper for 3D printers. I'm gonna tell you right now, it came out cleaner on that than it came out on my M1. And I think it even came out better than on my D1 Pro with the IR laser. I'm not sure if I tried it on my actual like my M1 or my M3. I know I didn't try it on my M3, but it actually came out really good. So with that, the only thing I can tell you is I did not test it on like seeing how good it can cut wood, because unless I take it outside, I'm not going to smoke up my house. But I may just take it outside, because yeah, I'm probably going to take it outside. I'm going to burn me a piece of wood to see how thick it can burn. But that'll be another video. Let me get this together, because this is going to be a long-ass video anyway, with all the unboxing, putting it together, and everything else. Day 18. Okay, that's the air pump. That sounds substantial. Boy. Had your tail down there. Get that plastic? You gonna get that plastic? I want to save this plastic.
Oh, you got the manual?
Yeah.
Still power supply?
Sure, one's for the laser and the other's for the air pump.
Alright, let's...
Actually, let's see that assembly video first. No? Okay. So... It's not usually the type. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. USB-C goes here. So this goes to the computer. Yeah. Bring on up the laptop.
You have that.
Huh?
The map?
I don't have Lightburn installed on there.
Okay.
Well, actually, before we do that, are we close enough to a power source?
There's
Oh, yeah.
one.
Right there. Never mind. Let me stop this. Okay, we are back, and now we're going to go through and just look at a few little functions now that's put together. I'm going to go ahead and get my glasses here because I want to be next to this sucker. These are standard El Cheapo glasses. I would probably say go to Amazon someplace and get some better glasses, but you know, I'll risk it for today. This metal sheet here is from Honeycomb from another laser. Reason I had to use this is I actually scratched up this table. Let's see if I can pull this back, you can see it. Brand new table, I mean brand new, never used, brand new. When I pulled it out for this, it was the first time this table has ever been used. I did this within 30 minutes. So we put this together, tested it, boom. I went to test in front of you. I was using the craft paper that came with it to test a few little quick things. I was doing laser gerbil, and you know, I ain't that good on it, so it just went straight through. So let me go ahead. We are on the screen now. Just make sure it all syncs up. So I'm going to show you some real quick. So this software here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. You got your little button over here. Oh. Now there's no marker button or anything. Some lasers, you know, now have the little marker button. This one does not have a marker light, you know, where you can see what's going on. So I don't know. So if you look here, here is the this little cheap laser software that comes with a lot, and I mean a lot of lasers. The last Wainlux came with this one, and this is actually what they say is should be, but maybe I should like check and see the one that's on the card. Card was already in here, and so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it should work because it works on the other lasers, but as you can see, it won't connect. Now, if you go through the manual here, it talks about the software update. I'm going to be very honest, I am afraid of doing a software update on it. There are reasons why. but the software update was so you could update it so you could use light burn and laser gerbils on here. But this doesn't work, but light burn laser gerbils does. So it looks like the manual is incorrect. Do not do the update. Check with laser gerbil or light burn, see if it's working already. Be very careful of updates, because I've seen some mistakes in the book already. So let's go ahead and go to light burn. I already have it open here. Let's open it up. Here's the latest version just downloaded, and I am going to see if I can just create something. So my test today is this 3D scraper, you know, to scrape stuff off of a 3D plate, build plate. So I'm going to try to use to see if metal will carve with it, but not by carving on this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just create a little text file with my call sign on it. Okay, there's my call sign. I'm going to be very honest. I am not as familiar as light burn. I have not touched it in a minute, so I got to get re-familiar with it, and we'll just play around a little bit here today. So one of the things to notice is they did do something really nice. Right over here is the distance measuring thing, kind of like how they did on some of the newer ones, like the you know, X tool or something, but instead of it being one that just clicks down like this, it's right here on the shield. Let me talk about the shield first. I wish they had done one thing. The back of the shield is completely open, so you got a full spray of laser going that direction. So this is technically the back and this is the front, but if you think about it, you're going to have most of your stuff up here. So yeah, you're going to need glasses. So hopefully they will come out with a new one. Now there must be a reason they did this, and I'm suspecting because I'm feeling like the air coming here, and I got the air pump. Comes with the air pump. So I don't know if they tried to do it for that, but if they had a little more shielding back there, I would have liked it. So let's go ahead and measure this up. We got our screw here. So let's get it down to the height at least. Whoops, I should have done this first. Now, to be honest, it was very easy to put together. So let's go see what the framing looks like. Oh yeah, be good if I connected it. Let's see here. Where's my connection? Oh, I forgot how to connect. I'm going to start, because I started and I had that laser thing up. I think that did something. I'll turn this off and turn it back on. So I think the last time it connected automatically. Nope. Okay, let's connect this sucker. Okay, let's just start this all over again. I swear it connected automatically yesterday. Then again, that wasn't, yes. I uploaded different software, so that could have something to do with it. Should have remembered how to do this. We're disconnected. How do we? Oh, there we go. Devices. And we're connected, and it shoots itself over there. Now, unfortunately, I think it starts from that home position no matter what you do. So let's go ahead and put that nuke in here. So like, even if I put it in the center, like when I had the tour, it would, wherever it is on this big blob here, and maybe this is something that needs to be set up, it would cut from there. And same thing for some others, but like with the X tool, you know, this actually isn't active until it starts to try to cut, so you can try to move it around manually, but it's locked here. So let's see where it goes for the frame. So I can kind of tell it's going in this orientation. So let's try that again. Well, that's going to be a little bit of a problem, ain't it? Now let's see if we can make this a little bit smaller. Frustrating. Let's try this. There we go. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Whoops. It just flipped over. See that? Let me see if I can undo that. Is there like a edit undo? Where's the edit undo? There we go. Now we'll make it smaller. Okay, let's try that again. So it should do it. Let's straighten this out some. It's going to be kind of big. Now I wish I could go, let's see, go into cut. I'm going to go ahead and put this at 100%. See, I really got to go in and figure all the rest of this crap out. I'll just make it half that speed because it's metal. In all honesty, I'm more used to doing this on the X tool and everything. Okay, I'm willing to do it. Let's try it. The glass is on. Yeah, that's probably gonna have to be slower. Let's see. Did it do anything? It did! But I'm gonna make it slower. I'm gonna make it about a 5. Let's get her deep. Now I'm gonna lift my glass. See, you can probably see it because I can't see it. I just saw it just a second. I lifted my glasses here. See, this entire back end is bathed in the laser energy because it's reflecting off of everything and just shooting out of this hole like this. But what I would do is I would take a piece of like masking tape or something. I'd put it there because there should be enough if you're not like staring down like this to where you can at least have some safety. You know. Or you can point it towards the wall. I don't know. Okay, let's see what this baby looks like. Oh, damn, it's hot. This sucker hot, man. Look at that. Look at that. See it? That's my call sign, baby. Now, I don't know enough on this. I'm going to try something else. Let me see if I can do this here. Come on now. Okay. Not going to let me select this again. How do I select this? Oh yeah, there we go. So I'm going to delete this sucker. I'm going to bring in a picture that I know I got. So it's going to be an import. Excuse me. Let me see. So this, I'm going to do one of these dog tags. So let's see here. And we know we're going to have to make that a bit smaller because that's going to be big. And I'll do it on this side. It already has something there from the company that made it, but you know, hey, I actually use it. It came with 3 scrapers, and my primary scraper is another one, so for the 3D. So this will be the sacrifice. But you did notice it did cut metal or engrave. You know what? I'm gonna have to do a double sacrifice. This thing's like, it's like beveled right here, so it's like popping around. So we're just gonna do it here. Nuke is gonna die. So let's check the frame. Ouch. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe too small. Let's see here. Let's try that again. Okay, we're gonna have to make that a bit bigger. Hope we don't make it too big. Because I already know that there's extra space here around the words. Now, what I kind of like about this is I can actually like frame it up on the X. See, I don't know. I haven't actually gone up and used this on the D1 because I know you have to go and like push the safety button and everything. Sometimes you just don't want to do that. I'm going to take a chance. 100% max power is... Actually, you know what I can do? I can take the max power down, get the speed real high, like about 250. Let's see what happens when I do that. No pass, one pass. I'm going to put the glasses on even though it's 0.25, although actually shouldn't do anything. So it's not even showing. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so I think I can make that a little bit bigger. Just wish I knew the orientation. So let me see. Hold on, wait a minute. I had to nuke this way. So I wonder if it needs to be this direction. And I got to figure out how to jog it up. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, I think this is the direction. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna try it anyway, see what happens if I turn it over. I think it may work. Let's see. Yeah, it needs to be bigger too. Although this would be an interesting test of the laser spot size. What do y'all think? Talking to nobody here. needs to come over like this. I think that's good enough. So I'm gonna have to make this one real slow. So we're gonna make it 100. Come on now. Slow that down a lot. Maybe a 5. Frame it one time. Okay, let's do this. Start. That may even be too fast. Oh man, that's too small. Look at that. But if it comes out, you'll see how the laser spot looks. Let's see, let me risk one good eye here. Yep, it's bathing it. So far, I mean, I really like it. It's a good, solid build. It's, as far as I can tell, all metal. I like that. I love the fact that it comes with this. I don't know how much power it has. So how much air is actually moving there. But we'll see. I'll have to put it under something or take it outside to burn some wood because I don't want to smoke up my house right now. I don't know. May take multiple passes. Because it's actually a little too fast. If I do this on the X-Tool M1, see, look how small that is, man. If it shows up, this has one hell of a small laser spot. Because I can barely get it right on the M1. I think I've done it on the D1. But I've done it on dog tags. I can't find any of my dog tags. Yeah, it's gone over. See, it's actually, see, I'm glad I put this shield down. It's actually like burning onto the shield. You can tell when it goes over. Yeah. So I don't know. It's probably something I need to do to get the where I can tell where the laser spot's going to be, because I know it can fire the laser, but when I tried to do the frame, I can show you. You know, you fire it at 0.25, it just it turns itself off as soon as you try to fire or move it to do the framing. So I really wish I could see it. Well, this thing is sacrificing itself the way it's meant to. So I have to also figure out how to put this where it's supposed to be in the orientation with light burn, because I had light burn for the tour, and I just did it for the 30-day trial. Then I put the tour away until I gave it away. Almost done, 83%. So it's got some decent quietness to it. So like, listen, you can barely hear it. It's nice. %. The only real thing I hear is from the fan for the laser. It's doing real nice here. Real nice. So this is something you could cover up. Get one of those hoods from on Amazon. Put it on here and be done. Let's see what this sucker looks like. I'm excited. Oh, sooky, y'all. Even though oh, that's interesting. There must be something on this thing where it didn't leave any marks. But look at that baby. Look at that. I don't know if this is stainless or I think it's probably aluminum. I don't know, I think it may actually be steel. Look at that. It did it. Man, this is what, holy crap. Okay. Hold on, let me make this bigger so I can compare it. Oh man, this got a damn good little laser spot there. Oh man. I mean, this is right on bare metal. Look at that. Look at that, bare metal. Need to go see if I can find one of them slates and do that, but I'm going to mess around a little bit here. I'm going to see if I can put this someplace else, because, you know, I don't want to just always start there. There's got to be another way to do it. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to jog it around a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hit set origin. And let's go back here. We're going to turn this to 0.25. Okay. Now let's frame it, see what happens. Okay, I get it. I don't have to have it there. I can move it someplace else. We good. See, I gotta learn this one now. Let's see here. So I can make it like center cut, like a steak. Those pork chops that are center cut, okay? Okay, I'm getting this. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this and start back up. I'm gonna see if I can find something to get all nutty here with this thing, okay? If not, we done. Okay, so last night I was testing it out on this slate. I don't know how far I got. My computer shut off because my battery is not doing too well. This thing is supposed to last for up to 8 hours and lasted barely over an hour. I know I have a new battery, I need to put it in. So here are some things that I've noticed. So number one, if you look here, I was doing this at 100% power. As you see, it kind of bubbled it up. So I am suspecting, based on this and how well it did this, that this may be, either it's I don't know what's going on, it may be more than 10 watts, which would be amazing. Because, I mean, that just bubbled it up there. I was actually hoping to be able to use this one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down and I'm going to try something else that I have on here. Let's see here. Okay, this isn't good. Let's see what else I have on here that may work. I don't know. I do not have what I need on here. Okay. So I'm trying to find at least something. Nope. I don't even know what that is, but I'm going to call it nope. Oh, let's go ahead and get the sucker back on. No, that's not going to do it. Okay, I'm just going to have to go back with what I had. Let's try this again, except I'm going to make it a little bit lighter and faster. I think the speed also has contributed to it, so let's import. Let's find that Air Force file. Okay, there we go. Let's get her all. Oh, it looks like it's connected already. Let's go ahead and frame it up. Okay. For some odd reason, it doesn't like to be over there when it starts. So let's go reposition it some. Now I can frame it up. I don't know if that's going to actually do that. I'm going to move this down about that amount. I'm just going to see, because it seemed to start from the bottom. So let's change this. We're going to go cut layers. We'll do 80%, and I'll do, let's see, I'll do 80. Let's just see what happens. Safety first. That looks better. So I don't know if I ever did it this slow on any of the other lasers, but it really bubbled up there. That's a good word to say. It does look like it's actually doing its job. I'm just going to stop it halfway in between and just see what happens. I'm just trying to see what the output looks like. So you got to be real careful with the speed and the power here. That does actually make it feel good. The fact that it will bubble it up like that, I'm like, dang. I'm gonna actually take the thing, put it on the bottom. I mean, like that dog tag thing. Now, here's the thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if this is a big deal or not. When the computer shut off, about 15 seconds later, the laser shut off. So you have to have a direct connection. I can't tell from the instructions so far whether it has Wi-Fi, so that I can hook it up to the Wi-Fi here, but hey, this is what we got. But I can just tell right now, even though I'm wearing these goggles, yeah, it has turned out much better this time. Yes, that is usable there. And I'm just going to get it through saying U.S. Air Force, and then I'm going to stop it. Because this has now become sacrificial. Oh no, I got to go buy another towel. Yeah, see, that would have been a real nice looking gift. So I'm seeing here that 80 and 80 are real good numbers. I got to get used to everything I burn with light burn here, because I'm used to using XCS. Okay, that's good enough. And we are done. Okay, let's take a look at it. That looks pretty damn good. I'm going to call that a winner. So, like the bottom there, that was just too much power, too little speed. 80 and 80 right there. Looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to try another experiment. Let's see if I can get away with this. I'm going to take this bit down. Tip, tap, tap. And I'm going to take that, right here, that dog tag, and I'm going to try to burn it in here and see what it looks like to kind of test how tight that laser spot is. Oops, wrong one. I'm doing an import here now. Come on. Import. There we go. Let's do this one. Oh, that's going to look good. Let's see what we get here. So, just going to see where it sits first. Let's try that again. Okay. I'm going to actually bring that down a little bit in size. Something ain't right. I don't like, because the other one was 100 by 100. And this is 50. Well, no, it's 50 by 90. Okay, so let's just bring that down to about a 45. Let's redo this. It should all fit on there. I'm still gonna slide this down just a hair. Now it seems like it starts from the bottom, but we're going to find out in a second here. So that 80-80 looked good. So I'm actually going to pump it up a little bit. So let's hit here. Let's do 100 again. But I'm going to leave it at 80. And glasses on, safety first. That was strange. I think that was my cappuccino or espresso machine. I think that's coming out really nice there. I should have made it smaller just to see what'll happen, but you know, I can see how this could look good on a slate. Got to figure out something else to try to burn. So no metal looks good. So this baby's nice. What else can I try? Because I don't want to do plastics or anything with an open air like this. That pretty much leaves it with the slate and the metal. Now, it looks like the roller attachment from another couple of sets of lasers are the exact same as this one. And I honestly don't know how to use the roller in this sucker. If I had the other one running, see, I don't know how to activate roller. If I did, I'd chest the roller out for you. Test. Oh man, I wish I could like see this, because I think it looks good. So I'm about 50% through. Let me go a little bit more. Oh no, it tells me right here. I'm 43% through. When I hit 50, I'm going to crank this sucker up. I'm going to turn this baby on here. Boom. See if it does anything. So you can hear the motor here. You can hear the air coming out. It's not too bad. things I noticed, like you can tell, is like when I was doing it at 110, you had the little sparks flying under there. Yes, there's no sparks or anything. It's real nice here. %, done. Some Wainlux. Snap it. Oh, 80%. The sucker looks nice. So I really don't know if, well, yeah, I know. More percents. Almost. Boom, done. Glasses off. Let's see what she looks like. Now, oh man, I should have showed you. What's interesting, the part that I had the air assist on for was actually like blurry. It wasn't until I came in and like licked it up and put my spit on it that it cleared up. So that's actually kind of interesting. I'd kind of like to explore that a little bit. Let's see here. But it did come out. I'm going to actually come in and try something a little bit different. I'm going to bring up another one of these, and I'm going to try to put it on the side there, a little bit small. And I'll put one on one side, I'll do it regular. The other side, I'll do air assist. So, yeah, I wish I knew which one that was. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's do an import. Let's try letters 1. It's actually slightly different. Let's get that down to about a 20. This is really going to tell how well it does. And let's go ahead and check the framing. So it should all fit right in there. Let's go ahead. Up, still 180. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'm going to keep the air assist off, and then I'm going to do it on the other side. This way, hopefully you can see what I saw. So let's start this sucker up. I do find it interesting that it starts from the bottom to the top. Now maybe there's a setting where you change that. Okay. And you make it smaller, it goes faster. So, didn't lick it. I'm not going to lick it. There you go. This is what it looks like. That is without air assist. It's a little bit smaller than I'd put on a dog tag, but let me see here. I'm going to try to magnify it with my phone and see what it looks like, because you know, It's on slate. And even with the slate, the imperfections in slate, I can read all of these. So that's actually good. So it's got a good laser spot. Let's go ahead and try this on the other side. It'll have the air assist. So let's just make sure it's framed in there. There we go. And let's turn the air assist on. And we're off to the races. Okay, that was done nice and quick. Air assist off. Interestingly enough, as you can see, the air assist, I think, like kicks up the dust on this, which I don't know how it's going to look. So just want to make sure you can see the difference between the two. No air assist, air assist. Now I can tell that it's like fuzzy. So now I'm going to take good old American spit. Some good old American spit to make sure it's all equal. And they're about equal. Let's put her under the magnifier. Let's see what happens. Oops. Just sitting here looking at it. I don't see too much of a difference from the magnified eye. Actually, I think the one without air assist looks a little bit better. I'm wondering if it's because, you know, they shoot in all that air. So I'm going to try, I got a couple of minutes here. I'm going to try this one last, a little bit higher speed. So I'll do it on the nuke side here. So let's go ahead and get a distance. Let's see if how that fits in. I think it needs to go over just a hair. I think that'll all fit in. I'm going to actually keep the speed up. See what happens. Now I'm going to drop it down to about 50. And safety first. This is just to see what happens. That 50 is very fast. Okay, let's take it off. It's not as dark, but it's still usable. So So if you were to put some kind of a medium over that, yeah, it's usable. That's at 50. So this is a real metal burning, so I'm not sure. I think this is stainless. I'm not going to swear to it. But on metal, this sucker does work. So they kept their promise there. Nice tight spot. Let me just try to look at it under magnifier. I think that's good. Okay, we'll go ahead and start wrapping this up. Hold on, let me just finish this roll. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap it up and talk about my impressions of the machine overall. As far as I can tell, it is all metal. Well, actually, this may, I can't tell. It's all non-ferrous, so I can't tell if this is plastic or not. If it is, it's a thick plastic. Actually, I think this may be plastic on this side. If it is, super high quality. Same here. So these two sides may be plastic. The rails are metal, crossbar is metal. Overall, I do like it. I'd love to see if they end up coming out with a IR version. Very swift, quiet as can be. And like I said, it's super easy to put together. So I really did like it. And this is a good machine. I can't have anything really to say about it other than I wish they had put together, let's say, some video instructions like they did for their last laser. And there, like I said, some things unclear because it goes into upgrading, so you can use light burn. You know, it even talks about you can't use the regular laser software after light burn upgrade is done and everything. Well, the regular software laser didn't work, but light burn did, which means these are already upgraded. They probably need to put something in the book about that, because somebody could go in and end up bricking their laser. So I don't want that to happen to you. If you have light burn or laser gerbil, make sure you test it before you do anything else. So you make sure you have that, make sure you test it so you know that you have the latest version. If not, then you can upgrade. And then I would be spurious about upgrading, because if they send any wrong things, then you're kind of done. As far as I can tell, this one does not have any kind of memory. So like I said, when my computer died, this died. Other than that, enjoy your day.